we are back in the room for today. Hey, Akeem, good morning, Your Highness. You've decided to grace us with your presence. I thought you were still in I thought you were still celebrating your birthday. Oh wow. Anywho's, I digress. Let me go back to the top. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the room. It is Monday, October 7th, and it is certainly nice to be back in your company once again. Hope all is well in the land of the living. We got health. We're okay. So there's much to be thankful for, right? Anywho's, welcome to the room. Good morning, Shante. Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, Lisa. Lisa, I have to talk about what you just sent me in a while. Morning, Linda Pearl. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going down the line. Good morning, Madam Douglas Adams. Jacqueline, are you ready to tell your story as yet? You've been promising us. I'm dry. You've been promising us this for quite a while, so I think it's time that you let us know what is your story. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Lewis. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. Good morning, Amanda, Jenilyn. Good morning, Jennifer. How you doing? How's Boston? Good morning. You just came up for air. Well, look at you. Sheen, I think $5. We're getting stopped to watch Malaks on Sheen. Morning, Nerissa. Morning, Nakisha. Good morning, Michelle. Kendra, who else is here? Kadina, good morning. Hey, Giads, hope all is well. Good morning, good morning. Dawn, good morning. Dawn, how much profile you have? Rosa, what? Listen. Anyways. Morning, Gentle. Good morning, Jenny. Jennifer, good morning. Nissy, good morning. Kishan, which vacation you on, Kishan? And every day I passing you by the shop, sit down drinking. Anyways, morning, Melvin. How you, bro? Hope all is well. Morning, Marvelin. Mr. Ray. What are my pearls this morning? It's not pearls. It's a picture. Yo, I swear. Listen, y'all need a cell phone in your lives, because I swear there's never a dull moment. His way with words. His way with words is what make me can't stay angry with him. But the word pros this morning. Miss Crony, we're sitting here to the church further from God, I swear. But somebody who's supposed to be my neighbor. You arrived on the island and I'm seeing pictures of you in other parts of the island. All is well, don't worry. I'll be doing the same shortly. Don't worry at all. Morning, Jillian. Good morning, Rita. Judy, welcome to the show, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Sonia, good morning. Sonia, by the road, sit down by the shop as usual, by your grandmother's shop. That's all. Morning, Smooth AJ. Wrong Wendy Person. Good morning. I always like that name. You'll be waiting for bus. You're waiting for no bus. When I saw you, you were not in work attire. You didn't have your work bag. You had on a short pants and a t-shirt. So I know how you're going into people's workplace in short pants. So get yourself together. But as we're waiting for bus. Which bus? Whatever. So we were saying, hope everyone had a good weekend. Good morning to those of you viewing on YouTube or you're listening on radio 95.1, 95.3. Shawnee, oh, I just got to share. For what? Listen, I don't know how people do it. As much as I love here, it's always a joy to go elsewhere and experience other things and do other things, and where like nobody knows you. You're just like another face. I think that is the best part of traveling. Nobody knows you, so you can just be yourself. You don't have to constantly be on your P's and Q's. You could be silly. You can do whatever. That is the part I love the most about, traveling. Here everybody knows you. You can hardly go somewhere and somebody, hey, this a Neptune, Aruna, da 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 da. It's just so refreshing to just not be known. you know? But I guess that's the way it is. Morning, Dwight. How's Kenneth there? Good morning, Delroy. How are you doing, Deli? Um, Michelle, good morning. Selvan says exactly. Going in them clubs in foreign and whining black. That's why nobody here know me. I'm telling you, it is the best, best. Morning, Luke. It is the best thing to do. Travel. All right. So we have two situations this morning, but before we get into it, I don't know why I posted on this morning because on Mondays I usually like to catch up and you know on Saturday Selector Vibes was breaking the internet. Y'all are real gullible in this little rock. Like Selector Vibes Friday or when Friday nights or Saturday or whenever he got up and decided he gonna do crick crack and be Bray and Nancy and tell stories and the amount of shares that nonsense got. Y'all are just so gullible. Y'all fall for anything. From the minute time Selector Vibes came up with this story time, for those of you who don't know Selector Vibes, there was no way there was an ounce of truth to that story. Miss Crony, when I'm rolling for myself. Don't ask me anything about when we're rolling. Same way you just roll for yourself these days. Again, I digress. So yeah, Selector Vibes woke up and decided to choose to play Bray and Nancy and what's the man name? What is Paul Keynes Douglas with all you? And all you want to vex with Selector Vibes. The internet is not a real place, and everything you see on Vibes Cartel internet you have to take with a pinch of salt until something else comes to take its place. I'm always skeptical about everything that I see and read until if it's that important, I'll do research. But there was no way from the minute time I saw this story, I was like, okay, all right, here he goes. Selector Vibes get up and decide he have $30,000 to withdraw from credit union and send 15,000 pound to a woman that he never met, and all you believe Selector Vibes. Y'all seen Selector Vibes every day, posting every day. There's never a moment Selector Vibes you never miss Selector Vibes on Mac platform. Always, all day, every second. And Selector Vibes reach all in England, come back. Reach all in England and come back. He fallen on Jingle Bell. Listen, his nickname is Jingle Bell. Jingle Bell lives for giving stories. Just look at his page. Every day it's some story, it's something. It's keeping his page active. Y'all really, I never thought that would have gone so far. When I saw the amount of shares and reposts, so Selector Vibes went viral. And some of y'all actually believe. I don't know why people are mad at him. That's what he does on a daily basis. If you read, he's always controversial, always thought-provoking, always some trippiness on his page, something make you laugh. Sometimes you want to cuss him out. But it's always good fun. So there was no way I was going to take Jingle Bell serious with that. Anyways, Saturday was crick crack, and you all fell for it. 15th. All on Instagram. I'm telling you, Selector Vibes is viral right now. How much he sent? 15,000 pounds, 15,000 EC, whatever. The amount. Selector Vibes. All Fools Day moved from April 1st to what? What's the date? Saturday 5th? Today's what? The 7th? So the 5th. So April, the 1st of April moved to, but that was hilarious though. 15,000 EC? Okay. Anyway. So yeah, I had a relatively quiet weekend. It was more of a Netflix weekend. And one of the things I did was to look at this. Not too sure how many of you have seen it. It is called I Am Georgina. Thinks she's the girlfriend. I'm still confused what exactly is her status. Because throughout the series, y'all know Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Famous footballer, blah, blah, blah. Throughout the series, he mentioned her as his wife, but when I do Google, they're saying she's his girlfriend. And I looked at this. I was so engrossed. I looked at the 3 series one go, back to back to back. From the first one, to the third, right through without, I was so engrossed in her story. And then I took it upon myself to go to her Instagram. And I'm like, I honestly thought sometimes it's just us Grenadians or people of our color who can be a particular way about people. And a couple of the pictures that she posted, I, went into the comments and I'm like, wow, people can really be mean. What gives us this sort of, and it sort of prompted me to ask, is it something that we born with, or is it something that we pick up along the way to go on the internet and people that we don't know, have never met, never broken one word to, we only know them based on what they post. You might see them in passing, or you might see their pictures, and we take that to mean we know them. And I've had that happen to me, and I'm not even half on her scale. She has millions of followers. And some of the things that people were saying about her in terms of, because her story is amazing. She was an ordinary girl, worked at a Gucci store, and he came in one day. He was supposed to buy some stuff, and the person who was supposed to attend to him was not there, and they asked her to do it, and blah, 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 and they met. And according to her, the story, they went slowly, they went out a couple of times, but there was no rush. There was nothing, just hung out. And then they got, they became a couple and what have you. It's not like she went out seeking this man. And just the people in the comments referring to her as, a peasant and, gold digger, and like she went searching for gold. The lady was minding her business. She was doing her work. She was doing her ordinary 8 to 4, 9 to 5. According to her, sometimes she went into work at 8 in the morning, left work at 10 in the night, minding her business. Grew up, like a normal person, didn't have no riches, normal family sort of life, and was just minding her business. And this man came into her life, met her. So tell me, who getting the opportunity? A man named Cristiano Ronaldo, millionaire times 10 times how many, maybe billionaire, who knows, and interested in you, and you're gonna say no, I don't want to go out with you because people go. I'm sure all the women given that opportunity would not say no to a relationship with that man. And they've been together from since then till now. Have how many children? 4, 5, whatever. And she's doing her thing. And it's not like she's sitting down depending on him. What I liked about her story is that she took advantage of the opportunity that, hey, I am Ronaldo's girlfriend, wife, whatever the case might be, but I'm not just going to sit here. And she could do that because the man is swimming in dough. And not just from football. He has other investments, hotel, this, that, the other. So he has money. So she could just sit and be comfortable and live off of that. The lady is, yes. And that goes back to what we were talking about last week, about, when you have a partner, blah, blah, blah. And what you bring to table. So he bought all what he had to the table, but she didn't just sit there and accept what he had. She took advantage of what he brought to the table and made more for her own table. Because if you were to Google her net worth right now, it's in the millions as well. So if for whatever reason they were to separate, divorce, like I said, I'm not too sure about their marital status. If they were to separate, she's good. And she'll be even greater because they have how many children together. So even if they were to separate, she wouldn't be struggling. She wouldn't be scrunting. Because she has so many, working with so many name brands, the biggest name brands. She also has her own investments. The lady's just minding her business. She's not in any scandal, not involved in nothing, taking care of her children. The lady posts off in her little short pants and says, Ronaldo should be ashamed of her. Like, the man don't have a problem with your wife or your girlfriend modeling and putting herself out there. So why should we? Why should you? Y'all seriously be... Listen... They're not married, but I heard him refer to her as his wife in the series. You introduced her as his wife when they went to Saudi Arabia. When he went to somewhere to play football. Forgive me if I get some of the things mixed up, but when he went to wherever to play football, I heard he introduced her to them people as his wife. So I don't know if they got married and didn't tell anybody, but she's wearing a nice ring on her ring finger. So jealousy, this thing called this internet is such, listen, and when you sometimes it's men as well as women. The men are calling her gold digger, women calling her gold digger, as if as a woman you get an opportunity, you would run from it and say, no, I rather scrunt and see trouble for the rest of my life. The lady has never said the man abuses her. She's always singing his praises. He's the best partner, whatever, whether they married, single, divorced, whatever. She's the best partner. He takes care of their children. He takes care of her. He treats her well. Why would you feel away because somebody's living that particular life? Good for her. And listen, they're following every single photo she posts, and you go through the comments, you're bound to see something negative about go home and take care of your children, as if the lady said that her children isn't being taken. You imagine you're a multi-millionaire, you think your children will be lacking being taken care of? Of course she's going to have maids, nannies, nurses at their beck and call. And throughout this series, you can see she's active in their lives. They're always around her. She's always with them. Then people jump in plane, the private jet like bus, taking and just gonna take the plane and jump to this. At one point, I used to get dizzy throughout the series. Spain, France, Dubai, England, you name it. Every single, and it's just like, it just comes back to us as human beings. It's like, the internet could be such a good place, but it could be such a nasty place where people find a way to unleash their negativity, their insecurity, whatever they're going through. They get behind their keyboards, and sometimes they create these fake profiles, or they feel brave behind these profiles, and they post and they post and they say the nastiest of things to people who really don't care. Because I'm sure she's not even reading these comments. And I'm sure she's not even bothered because, say, lady seems to be very secure. She seems to be, she seems to be good. She seems to be good. But if you guys have not seen it yet, you all should check it out. It's a really nice, I really, really enjoyed it, I Am Georgina. It's on Netflix. It's a really good watch. It really shows you how the other people of that side of the world, people with money, and I ain't talking about chump change, how they live. And then we see, we love to major in rich people problems. Listen, those problems are beyond our pay grade. We couldn't even afford to be, listen, the lady going shopping and buying one watch for how much money? Going on a shopping spree and practically cleaning out a store. When we could do that? Listen, we need to mind the business, the little business that pays us, because those kind of businesses aren't paying us. And whether it's people with money or not, we're just too invested in people's lives that has absolutely nothing to do with us, and it's getting worse. So much so that I can't wait to go home and just close the door and not have to interact. And it may not be the healthiest of things, but it's like, hey, you know what? My sanity and peace is worth more than mingling with people that you may feel a way about you and they hide it behind smiles. I don't have the energy anymore to try to figure out who's real, who's fake, who's this, who's that. I prefer just stay, me, mind my business, and not have to deal with all of that. Who I know, I know. Nobody new, not going out of my way to befriend anybody new. Because people, you just don't know people's intentions anymore. A lot of the time people come around you and you're thinking it's genuine, and it's just to get first-hand information. So when these fake pages pop up, they go create another fake page and give information that they think they know about you, and they can know, I know for a fact. I know for a fact. And they love this, I know for a fact. So sometimes for your peace of mind, as much as you'd like to mingle and mix and, friend up everybody, you just smile and wave from a distance and keep it pushing. For your own mental well-being and health, because we are taking this thing now for a joke. And like I said was it last week or some time ago, I posted, and it probably flew over a lot of people's head. But I made a post and I said, Laloba, you still have me laughing with this little caricature of myself. I made a post last week and I said, too much attention makes a donkey think he's a lion. And this isn't about animals. And what we give life, we feed. What we feed, we give life to it. But when we ignore certain things, it's going to die a natural death. But once you're giving something attention, and too many of you like the stupidness, anything that makes a person look bad or small or break them down, you all revel in it. You can see the glee and the share. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I actually pity some of y'all. The way y'all just, you can never be living a happy, meaningful life if you're taking pleasure out of either somebody else's misfortune or something designed to make somebody else look bad or whatever. Y'all just being glee. Like, I don't know, but hey, whatever works for y'all, who am I to say otherwise? Whatever floats your boat. But y'all need to spend more time working on self and making sure that you're okay and stop being focused. I was talking to a friend, was it on Friday? And, I don't even want to repeat what was said to me, but I had to laugh. And I'm like, you know what? You're also part of the problem. And the person kind of felt offended when I said that. And I'm like, because you're sitting here listening to the nonsense and you're coming back to me. What exactly do you want from me? What do you want me to tell you? Whatever you say, whatever they say to you for you to come to say to me, it's true. I'm not here to defend nothing. I'm not here to correct nothing, whatever they say. Because why are you even listening to them? If we're supposed to be cool, why are you even listening to Ish to come back to have to tell me in the first place? Half of the times I'm here and I swear, I just sleep here, but I don't live here. Because I'm always the last to know things. Sometimes I look at my phone and my phone dry. Because the company I keep, we don't sit and discuss like people business like that. So nobody tells me nothing. If I see something making the wrongs, I'll probably have to ask. And there's one person who knows herself. I haven't seen her on the live yet. If I see something making the wrongs on social media and it kind of piques my interest, I'll probably be, hey, what that about? And you're like, oh, and then my response will probably be, oh, okay. And I gone about my business. I ain't put in, I ain't take out, I ain't give in, I ain't want to know. But my thing is, if you're supposed to know a person, right? And y'all supposed to be cool, why tell me I don't and you hear me saying I'm in a good place, I don't want nothing to disturb my peace, my joy, my happiness, whatever I have going on. I don't want to hear, I don't want to know. Why come to me with it? I don't want to know. Whatever they said to you, they said it to you. They didn't say it to me. If they wanted me to know, they'll come to me about it. And this goes for the marriage and the parish. Whatever you hear, whatever you see, it's true. I'm not gonna defend anything. I'm not gonna answer to anything. I'm not gonna clear up anything. Whatever they say, whatever who say, whatever. Y'all go make some money with it or something. I don't want to know. And if anything you think is gonna disturb my peace, do not come to me. I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't want to smell. I don't want to see. I am good. Not just good in common, good in caps. And you can add more D's to it. A lot of D's. Sometimes you have to tell people that I don't want to hear. I don't want to know. What people are saying to you, they're saying to you about me. If they wanted me to know, they can come to me. So once they're telling you, that's for you, 2 of y'all or 3 of y'all or whoever group you in, whatever, that's for y'all to discuss. I'm not interested. Don't tell me anything. Y'all talk about it. Discuss amongst yourselves. I'm not interested. And if the more of us did that, the happier you will be. But some of us too invested in things that don't concern us, or even it's about us. You know yourself. You don't need nobody to tell you about you. You don't need nobody to tell you your business. You know your business better than anybody else. How you have somebody coming to you to tell you about your business? That is ludicrous. That is insane. And then you give them things to go with when you respond to it. Okay. When they come to you, say you don't want to know. I don't want to hear. I don't want to see. I don't care. All right? Okay. Misery loves company. It's beyond misery at this point. It's beyond misery. I don't want to know. I do not care. It's that simple. So who here, please tell the others. Whatever you hear about me, you see about me, discuss amongst yourselves. I do not want to know. I do not care to know. I'm not interested in hearing about myself. I live with myself every single day. I don't need you to tell me about myself. Why y'all just hate seeing people at peace and in their own little corner, minding their own little business? When I'm out there doing the most to say. When you're minding your business, it's like you just can't win. Y'all just love having things to talk about. And when you don't have things to talk about, you create things to talk about, create your own narratives, and then you put it out there and then hope that discuss amongst yourselves. I care zero. Alvin Griffith, good morning. You good? Connie says, thank God I am on deaf. I am on deaf. I've been on deaf for a while, and it's a beautiful place to be. Deaf. Protect your space. Too many people have access to you, and too many people are out there doing that. You know? Tamara, where is that song? Madam Songbird. I don't think I've seen it. Can you please send it to me so I can have it to feature on the show tomorrow? Please and thank you, so I can feature it in the room. Andrea, who here tell the others? When I say suck it and Polly. Suck it on. Who here tell the others? Alrighty. So, hey Winsome, good morning. Miss Debbie, thank you, but I ain't taking no compliment and no bribe from you. The same way you could tell me my face looking nice, you could tell me let me go and drink something somewhere, wherever you was gallivanting Saturday. You just come back, but you're outside already. I never see that, Papa. Anyways, I don't want to go nowhere, so don't tell me nothing. What do you say? What's it? What did us use for? Denise always used to tell me that word. A shut in. I shut in these days. I don't want to go nowhere. She used to tell me that before. I'm always home. I shut in.
To New York, though, you can't go in New York and feel nobody in New York. As you stop on the street, you're hearing your name calling.
Wow. Sad, but hey. Mongozo, Gary, big up all yourself. HZ235. So, I have two situations. I want to touch one and then we're going to do the other one because I thought the other one is important and we probably need a whole hour. Like I said, on Mondays, I like to use my Mondays to, I like to use Mondays to catch up on what's going on. But, what's she saying there? But I see you have a good friend, like, lose me space. You know who the good friend is, so come off my page. Morning, Betty. So, yeah, I want to talk about this situation that was sent in to me this morning. And I'm seeing a lot of people talking about setup. It's like, y'all don't know women and how women can be, right? It's like we just forget ourselves. When a woman wants something, they don't care who it is. They're going to go after it. And my friend sent me this morning. Hold on, let me go back to it. Someone who trying to go out for lunch with me. Everything free, just run when I do. If your food ain't good. What's this person calling and cut off? I seriously said the boy because I know he doesn't buy some good lunch. I didn't mind eating something today. The Mr. Man joke Salvon making, yes? Anyways, so my friend sent me this morning and he said, I have a serious problem. Last night was Waggy. I didn't even know that. No, Papa. Anyways, he said last night was Waggy Tea Bingo. My lady and I went and she met a friend of hers who hung out with us. After the bingo was over, her ride left her. So my lady asked me if she can spend the night and leave in the morning since she lives in Corinth, St. David's and can't get a ride. So I said, okay. We got home and my lady showed her the spare room and we went to our room. I woke up around 5, which I always do. Went out to the living room to put on my shoe to go for my morning walk. To my surprise, my lady's friend came out of her room with only her underwear and asked me if I like what I'm seeing, and telling me that we could have a quickie, whatever. My woman doesn't have to know. Them vipers and them, you can't bring them in here. But listen, I can testify. I told her she better get out of my house before I return, and I left. When I got back, she and my lady was at the table talking. I wanted to grab her by the hand and throw her out, but I didn't. I just went into the shower, changed, and left for work. I plan to tell my lady when I get home, but I'm wondering now if I should tell her. What advice can I get from the room? In the first place, you didn't even have to leave the house. The minute time you came back and you saw the lady still there in your place, sit down on table with, my question would be, hey, what are you still doing here? And then when she's playing, like trying to act stupid and like she ain't know what going on, I'm going to repeat myself, Miss, what are you doing in my place still? Did I ask you to leave? And then when my lady now asks, well, what's going on? I'm saying to her, tell her what's going on. And if she's still playing, she can't talk, then I'm telling her straight up, look what your friend did. Whether they set up, didn't set up, blah, 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 you ain't supposed to let morning or another night leave home and not tell her anything. Because the same friend is going to turn around and tell your lady that you tried to make moves on her and you don't good and this, that, especially when they see you living good. And you're a man that is always, you look like you're living good. You feel people don't want a piece of that? People these days looking for happiness too. Everybody looking for happiness, So sometimes you see your niceness or turn around. So if you had let her foot it from tongue to Corinth, you would have been this, that, and the other. You're trying to be nice and considerate and okay, take a night dress and you can. So next time you'll have to find your way. That's what prompted me to get my own vehicle. When I went out before and I didn't have a listen, the person I came with, if they move left an inch in, I ain't up in their space. But I'm making sure if I have the here, the left, I'm peeping every minute they move, I'm moving. And sometimes I'm going to stand up by the vehicle before the event done because I have no intentions of getting left. Because as far as I'm concerned, if I'm the driver, when I'm ready to bounce, I'm bouncing. Me come in and look for you. I ain't going all over fat looking for you. No, you make yourself present. You know where the vehicle park. I ain't going on because, especially if you go with somebody and the man and they give you a ride and man already, they're reaching fat, they're with a partner, they're looking for other woman, blah, blah, blah. So you're making sure you keep them within eyes, let's say eyes right. Any direction they move, you're making sure they're always within range. You never let a moment pass and you can't see them. You're finding yourself close enough. So if they move and you see them, you see them move towards the door, you're right behind them. Because sometimes they just want to run out on you, especially if you don't exactly live in the same area. They might have to go to another village to drop you or have to go. After bringing you is fine. Everybody excited, be ready to go, be bumping. But when it's time to leave, sometimes you drink too much, you're tired, you just want to go home, you forget who come with you, you just want to go. So sometimes you watching them and they're watching you, and the minute time they realize your eyes off them, is though they hitting to jump in their car and scratch out and then to tell you, they was looking for you and they forget. Nope. But getting back to the story, far as I'm concerned, you had to tell, a matter of fact, you didn't even have to leave and go on your walk. You had to go back in the room the same time, wake up mama and let her know what's going on. Look your girl out here in she underwear telling me about quickie and fussy and whatever. Check your friend. One time, same time. And for all you know, the right probably ain't leave her, she probably been macking you months now and get the opportunity. Because your wife or your lady may be telling her all what's going on in the house, thing nice, everything nice. That's why sometimes us women, according to my friend, we spoke too much. Not talk. Some of us, we spoke too much. Learn to keep your business to yourself. Sometimes you might be happy and you want to share a little thing, but sometimes you share too much. You're going all down into the nitty gritty, all down into the details of how the man does do, what he does do, how much he does give you, what he does spend, he doesn't spend. And I mean, it's not like you don't mean bad. You're happy and you just feel like sharing. You have a good girlfriend you want to share with. But listen, sometimes while you're sharing in good faith, they're calculating and adding your money and trying to subtract you from the man life to put themselves in. So sometimes some of y'all talk too much. So it can be a 2-day thing where the woman just decide, okay, if my ride miss me, I get a night dress, and they waiting to see who coming outside to get up in underwear and tell me, listen, we have to be careful. We have to be careful. Sometimes we talk a little too much. We divulge way more than we need to. Because you might think, me and you aren't so good. Elimus, I like when my woman telling her friends our bedroom business. Elimus, you don't have no pedigree, so you can afford to like anything you like. You like when your woman telling your friends bedroom business. Listen. So, I have a woman with the name Terrence. Huh? Oh, yeah. Same. So next time somebody might genuinely need the help, they're not going to get it. Genuinely need the help, they're not going to get it. This was a spend rich night. You mean, and that's a good deed. Nothing wrong with that, because Corinth is not just like Lagoon Road, or it's not like Grand Anse where you could say, you know what, you could foot it and hopefully get a ride along the way. Corinth is like all the way across there. From what was the bingo held, wherever it was. From bingo, this hour of the night, somebody give you a night dress. Instead of you take your night dress and get up early in the morning to see if you can catch the first bus going to Corinth. So that means you'll have no walk to go to. Because your thing should be, let me see how early I could get up, and if I could get a ride and get a bus early to go home, get myself together to go to work, that means you don't have a day work. For you to be coming out in underwear telling man about, it's a real slack, yes? Imagine somebody give you a night dress, and instead of you tell the people thanks for the kindness, you get up talking about quickie this hour in the morning. Oh, Father. Listen. It ain't easy out here, Imagine that. Somebody give you a night dress. You probably even brush and wash your face, brush your teeth. You even have change your clothes. Huh? And you go get up studying quickie instead of quick to get out of the people place quickly. You're studying quickie this hour in the morning. I ain't lying, boy. So I would drop her home that night. She ain't sleeping. Exactly. Me now, I would advise, listen, especially if I could drive, and sometimes men might be reluctant, or listen, I go drive. Let me drop her home. And we'll take we time and come back down. She said, dropping her home. Then she said, no, you can't sleep. You can't sleep in my place. You have to go. We'll drop you home. Maybe she wanted to thank him in kind. Listen, come off my life yourself, but thanking me which kind. Somebody ask for thanks? Thanks is good enough. We don't need no kind. That's like nobody else sleeping over. Keep it pushing. Watching your relationship and wishes them. That's like because you're telling them too much. They can't know what's going on unless you tell them. Posting up 2 pictures is not all. You can't just go with what you see from pictures. So you have to be careful. Someone said that looked like a setup. Listen, setup or not, he had to tell her immediately. Go back in the room and wake up a lady and let her know what she friend doing. So whether 2 of them set it up, then set it up. So even better if it was a setup. The fact that he came immediately and told her what's going on. Immediately clears up everything. So whether it was a setup or not, it would work in his favor if he told her immediately what was going on. Look like your friend looking for quickie this hour in the morning. After we did her a good deed. And she asked us because she couldn't get a ride. Your demand didn't even bid after bingo. So she didn't make either. You probably just get a night dress and the lady maybe give her a t-shirt or something to sleep in. But you take out the t-shirt and come out in underwear, boy. Dwight said the only reason he didn't want is because the woman are looking good. Listen, Dwight, the way some of all your setup, looking good or not looking good, all you ain't care about that. Once all you can get a little heave up somewhere, all you're taking it. It doesn't matter what. Put a bag over the person's head and have a good night. She said, come on, change dresses all the morning and wash them. If you like what you see. That pisses me off real bad. No, it was a setup I get catch along. Yeah, because a lot of them are disciplined. So you want others like you, but my friend smell a rat from far and they decide he ain't going down so. And the man happy in the relationship according to him, very happy. It's been a while he's been this happy, not ready to give up for no quickie. So my thing was the only mistake he made, and yes, you should tell her, but my only thing is you had to tell her from the minute it happened. You didn't have to go off for a walk and come back on it. You didn't. There was a lady who came to Brooklyn. She stayed with my husband and I. You know, she asked him to marry her for her to get her papers. But how that happened that Tuesday? The lady come with your husband. You are the... Y'all doing polygamy now in America? That's legal now? How we getting married to her and you at the same time? There was a lady who came to Brooklyn. She stayed with my husband and I. You know, she asked him to marry her for her to get her papers. I tell you, when the day of reckoning come, we going down first. I can't want nobody say, they say, man, but watch. When the day come, I think they calling us up first, Papa. They calling up first. Oh, you know the man and the wife. You can't stay in the man and the wife place and you're asking the man to marry you for you to get paper and you know the man married you. So she divorce her and get married to you. Eli, must we know you're taking anything? You don't have to tell us that. We good. We know that much. Anyways, I find out what a vex because you see me kicking in with her when you come back. Exactly. That is the, listen, when he come back to tell me that the part out of hot me the most, eh? She said the rage I was in, you'd have ended real bad. Listen, that would be the part that's the part that hurt me the most. If you come in to tell me this after, you see me and the lady kicking, sit down kicking, and you pass her straight. And then come in to tell me what she did. Listen, get it together, all right? Anyways, so with all the time we got, thank you so much, everybody, for powering up. We will be back tomorrow, and like I said, I want to discuss the topic we had today regarding the mother and her daughter and abortion and putting her out of their home because she got pregnant at 19. And I think that is a very, very important conversation to have by itself. So I didn't want to mix it up with all that we had going on this morning. So I hope you guys can join us for that because it happens more than often than we think. A lot of young girls pregnant, being thrown out of their homes, or being told to get abortions. What are your take on it? How would we advise her to proceed in this matter? Because it's really, really serious, all right? So thank you so much, Beacon Insurance and Western Union, for powering us up. And Mr. Man, tell your woman ASAP, pronto. If she ain't know by now, well, you need to tell her. Call her like right now and let her know before your friend, your lady friend, comes to her with a different story and makes you look like the bad guy. All right? Because trust me, women can be good at doing that. So organize yourself from now. Have yourselves a good day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Thanks for powering up.